Okay, so Malcolm Kane. What would you say your favorite indie rock band is right now?
Uh, that's a really hard question because there's one artist who I'm obsessed with right now, Borns, who was just like recently discovered. But there's also like Hurricane Bells and Walk the Moon, though they're becoming more and more popular. I guess out of those three would have to be Hurricane Bells.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do you think the first? Now, indie it's a newer genre. So, can you remember the first indie artist you listened to?
I think it was a guy named Eric Baker. Like I've only ever found one album by him, and it was by accident, honestly, and I haven't heard anything from him since then. But I remember like just listening to one of his acoustic songs, and kind of just like from there I kind of explored more into the genre.
Mm-hmm. Now, you've been to a few indie rock shows. We've actually been to one together.
Right.
What's your opinion on indie rock fans as like in general?
They're very unique, just like the genre, I think. Like I remember going to the concert and seeing a very diverse like fan base, like 15-year-old Tumblr like trash fans, and like 35-year-old graduate. There was a guy that was like 40 and looked like Tom Petty, and then there were us who were like music majors.
See, I remember the guy who was a college professor. Him and his...
Right, yeah, the graduates. Right, I forgot they actually worked at the college.
Now, if you could only listen to one indie rock album for the rest of your life, if you had to pin it down to one album...
See, that's almost an impossible question to answer, because I feel like the nature of like indie fans is like you like diversity, you like something different all the time, something you're not used to. But if I had to pin it down, it would either be Tides and Tales by Hurricane Bells or Tonight is a Ghost by Hurricane Bells. And honestly, I can't choose between those two. Like, I can't break it down any more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when did you discover Hurricane Bells?
Oh, jeez. It was in high school. I want to say my senior year.
Do you remember what drew you to them? Or what about their music really stood out to you and was different? Because I know when I like to find new bands, I always like to find something I've never heard before.
Right. It was definitely unique sounding. Like, it was all acoustic instruments. Well, actually, the first song I heard was like a twist on like a traditional rock group, like rock instrumentation. And it just, his vocals sounded like really genuine. The music sounded really genuine, and I explored like the guy more, because it's usually like it's actually one mind behind the band, and like all of the music just sounded genuine and unique and thoughtful.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing was just thrown in.
Do you think indie rock has a future as a mainstream popular genre?
As a popular genre? No, I don't think so. Because I feel like once something becomes mainstream in the music business, the business or the man will try to force you to like conform to as wide a demographic as possible. So I think like the unique thing about the indie genre is that it's made up of completely unique subgenres and subgenres of subgenres, so it can't really become mainstream.
So what's your opinion on artists like the Arctic Monkeys selling out Madison Square Garden?
That's right. I don't know. I really like them. I think I am happy that they had accomplished that. I guess some bands can maintain their indie status and still appeal to like a wider fan base,
Yeah.
But I still don't like hear them on the radio too often. Like I don't know if I can say that they're definitely more mainstream than a lot of groups, but I wouldn't say they're like as mainstream as like Katy Perry or Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. It is interesting because like it's always a pain when you see like artists get popular and then put out music that is just not.
Yeah,
as
then
good.
they change. Like they're forced to change, kind of.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for letting me interview you, Malcolm.
No problem.